It is a truism in tourism of the Himalayas that the closer we get to the mountains, the less we see of them. This holds for the Annapurna Base Camp Trek, which follows the narrow Mardi Valley where Machu Picchu is hidden by towering cliffs. And it is true of the Everest Trek, where the highest mountain in the world is not visible after Tungbosch, unless trekkers climb Kala Padhar. For the best panoramas of the mountains, therefore, one has to step back to mid-mountain peaks, like Pathabara and Taplejung for a view of Mount Kanchenjunga and Janu, or Kalanchak for a grandstand view of Mount Gauri Shankar. Then there are peaks like Pulchoki on the southern rim of Kathmandu Valley, Bandipur for a tour de horizon of the entire central Nepal Himalaya, and the famous Poon Hill for the vista of Dhaulagiri and Annapurna. But one of the best-kept secrets of trekking in Nepal is Pikey Peak in Solu, which offers a view of 8 of Nepal's 8,000ers from one place, including Mount Everest. The 4,065 meters peak used to be a favorite of Sir Edmund Hillary after he climbed it to take a look around during the walk-in on his 1953 expedition. For several decades after that, Pikey was isolated because it was so difficult to get to, and most people doing the Everest Base Camp trek overflew Pikey en route to Lukla. Indeed, there is a parade of planes overhead every morning doing the Kathmandu-Lukla ferry. But with new roads from Kathmandu to Yiri and the Solu Highway reaching Phaplu via OKHALDHUNGA, Pikey is suddenly accessible. After major snowfall last month, Pikey saw dozens of Nepali youngsters roughing it out on a camping trip. Winter is not the best time for a Pikey hike, but the views can be stunning, especially after snowfall blankets the mountains in white. The best time is actually early spring when rhododendron forests are abloom in pink, red, and white, and the mountains are dazzling against deep blue skies. Since few people know about Pikey, visitors will find the trails deserted and the tea shops basic, although new lodges are now coming up, and the local Sherpa community is trying to promote homestay tourism. Pikey is revered by the Sherpas as a deity, and climbing it does seem more like a pilgrimage than a trek. The fortunate thing about Pikey is that you can make it a circuit, so you do not have to come down the same way you went up. A recommended itinerary is to drive up the Yiri Road from Kathmandu, continue on to Shivalaya, following the old trek route to Khumbu before Lukla airstrip was built in 1968. From Shivalaya, it is a leisurely 3-day trek to Bandara, Namkheli, and Pikey Danda with only some steep sections. The trail winds through thick oak and rhododendron forests, with pine giving way to grasslands in the higher reaches. What is astounding is that from Pikey on a clear day one can see more than 800 kilometers of horizon from Dhaulagiri to Kanchenjunga. All along during the walk-in, Annapurna, Manaslu, Mount Everest, Cho Oyu, Makalu, Lhotse, Kanchenjunga and other 8,000ers play hide and seek behind lesser but nearer peaks. But smack in front is the elegant summit of Mount Number, standing tall above Mount Kariolwang. Sunrise from Pikey Peak is a lifetime experience, as the slogan for Visit Nepal 2020 puts it. The sun rises from behind Kanchenjunga, illuminating the peaks to the north one by one, even as the valleys below are shrouded in fog. For the return, the descent can be down to Junbasi and on to Phaplu, from where you can either take a flight back to Kathmandu or make the trip by road. For those pressed for time, you can make a flight in and out from Phaplu with a circuit to Pikey via Lamjura and down through Dhap.